right? Yeah, let's see, we could do that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this, and I'm gonna copy, and I want to put it down here, and this should be total views. Just like I said, you guys could play around with it, okay? Whatever you think it's the best thing to add over there, just go ahead and add it. So total views, and this one is going to be channel.total underscore views. Okay, now I'm going to get rid of this, and let's try refreshing this to see what we have. As you can see, 52 views. So if you come over to about, what do you notice? 52. Okay, that's great. Everything is working perfectly well. So we need to go ahead and change up this. I want everything to be on the same line. So now we need to divide this column by 12, and let's say we want to go 4 4 for each of them. So I'm going to say 4 4 and 4. That should make everything stay on the same line, which is 12. Great. Now for this last one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this FA users to FAIs, or I think that was supposed to be I. Let's refresh this. Yeah, that's great. Now instead of this, where is the, I want to look for the place that changes the color. So card body, card dash widget, header dash widget, FA user. Okay, I'm gonna change up that class a bit. Let's see what we got. That's not it. Okay, this, I think it should be this one, BG1, BG2, BG3. Let's refresh this. Okay, yeah, that's it. So BG2, and this one should be BG3. Okay, so now let's refresh. Okay, what do you notice? This is what we got. So instead of the subscribers thing, I'm just gonna copy this views, and instead of this subscribers, I'm gonna paste it down there. So that should be a more better thing to do, right? So I'm gonna copy that and paste it here. Okay, great. So now if we refresh, look at what we got. Looking pretty cool. So let's go ahead and change up all this. I'm gonna be starting from this one. Okay, I said I want to add video views. What else could we add in? Could we add in the likes? Let's see. Okay, yeah, we could actually add in the likes. So I'm gonna get back to the template, and let's look for the, okay, this is videos views. Okay, we could even say dates, the date it was published, something like that. And yeah, the status, which is the visibility, right? Visibility. And what else could we even do? Video visibility. Okay, I think in YouTube visibility comes before that, then followed by dates, then followed by views, then comments. I think I'm gonna duplicate this a couple of times, then I'm gonna say comments, then I'm gonna say likes. Okay guys, that's it. So we got a video, we got visibility, we got date, we got views, comments, and likes. So now if we refresh, we just see a messed up template, and that's because we need to add a couple of things over here. So now for this action, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get down here just before the action. This is paid. You know what I'm gonna do? This is the action over here, right? Okay, what I'm gonna do is this is a table data. Okay, we could duplicate this 2 more times. Now let's refresh. Uh-oh, that's not what we want. Okay, I know where the problem is coming from. Here we should change that back to likes. But what we are supposed to do now is get rid of some of the table rows. Okay, so we got a lot of table rows. We then go ahead and get rid of all of them, and we should just stick with one. Okay, so I'm gonna get rid of all this, and I'm just gonna be sticking with one. So now when we refresh this, you can see we got only one. So now we should bring this down, and just over here we should change up this. I'm gonna duplicate this 2 more times, and let's refresh. Now what do you notice? Our template be looking good again, right? Yeah, but a lot of things changed. We're gonna be fixing up all this later. For example, this page should be in here. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna copy this page, and it should be in the place where we got the 118 box. So I'm gonna put this in here. That's what we should have there. Okay, and this should be visible or not visible and all that. So let's go ahead and run the the for loop now. So I'm simply gonna create a for loop. I'm gonna say for v in videos, remember that's what we'll be using, and I'm gonna bring this end for all the way to the end of the table row, just like this. Okay, so now if we refresh, we should see a couple more. Yeah, that's looking great. Now we need to go ahead and change up this image. Firstly, I'm just gonna get over here. I'm gonna highlight this, and I'm gonna say I should open up a variable tag. And I'm simply gonna say v.image.url. Now let's refresh this and see what we got. Okay, as you can see, this is what we got, looking pretty cool. But I don't want it to be an avatar, and I don't want it to be an avatar small, and I don't even want it to be rounded circle. So let's refresh this. That's not what I want. Okay, yeah, it should be an avatar, but it shouldn't be rounded circle. Okay, so now what do you notice? This is how it's looking, but I don't still like the way it's looking. So I'm gonna give it a style, and I want to give it a width of, I could say 100 px, and I could also give it a height of, I could say 70 px. And let's refresh this. Okay, that's how it's looking. Not bad. Now I want to give this an object dash fit, and I'm simply gonna call cover in them, so the thumbnails, so it doesn't look weird. That's looking pretty cool. Now I'm gonna change this 70% to 50, and I'm gonna refresh this page. Okay, so as you can see, this is how this is looking. Pretty cool, right? Yeah. Now I'm gonna start changing up all this. So we need to go ahead and get the visibility first of all. So over here, I'm simply gonna say, I'm gonna open up a variable tag, and I'm gonna say v.visibility. So when we've given it a visibility of title, let's just get back here and refresh. And there's a little problem. I think there's a problem with the VC. Okay, this is supposed to be visibility. Okay, so let's refresh this. What do you notice? Public. That's cool. So what I could do is I could just get rid of this, and I could say bg dash, let's just say dark. I'm just gonna put in bg dash dark over there, and let's refresh this. Yeah, that's looking pretty cool. So now for the dates, what we simply need is not a $sign and all this, but we simply need a variable tag that's gonna have a v.date, as simple as that. And if you refresh this now, you should see a weird looking date, and I don't want this. What I could do is go ahead and, you know, if you want that way, it's totally up to you, but it's gonna take up more space. That's why I don't want it. But you could put that in a small tag, and yeah, that looks great. I'm just gonna leave it like that. And also for the views, I'm gonna open up variable tag, and I'm gonna say v.views. Okay, so v.views, and I think that should be it. Let's try refreshing this to see what we have. So yeah, there is a mistake. This should be v.views. Okay, so you will refresh this now. Yeah, as you can see, 66, 44, 29, 8. This is pretty looking great. And now how about for the comments? Now what we simply need to do is go ahead and change up this date over here. This one is going to be for the comments. So we need to simply say v.comments.all.count. So this comment over here, hopefully if you know what's happening, all this views date is pretty much from the model that's coming from the video. But do you see any model or any field over here called comments? No, that's because over here, if you look at this video, it's supposed to have a related name of comments. So for now, if we refresh this, we shouldn't see any comments, and that's because over here we need to give this a related underscore name, and we need to call this a comment. Okay, so when we call that a comment, we need to come over here and do python manage.py. We need to make migrations for you to go ahead and, you know, refresh this page and alter the table, and we also need to go ahead and do migrate for you to finally migrate this to the DB. Okay, so the server is still running. Take note of that. Now if we refresh, I'm gonna refresh again. Okay, it seems like we don't still have any of that. I'm gonna copy the comments, and I'm gonna get back here, and as you can see, it's supposed to be v.comments. Okay, so when we refresh this, what do you notice? 00 comments. That's pretty cool. It displays the comments. So I'm gonna get back to one of this guy's video over here, and I want to open up one of this video, and I'm simply gonna create a comment here. I'm gonna say really amazing vidman. Okay, and I'm gonna post these comments, and as you can see, now we have a comment over here. So let's get back here and refresh. Now what do you notice? One comment, looking great, right? And it now has 9 views. Everything is working perfectly well. Now we need to also go ahead and work with the likes. So I'm gonna get back here. I'm gonna get rid of this light thing, BG success light. I'm just gonna say, yeah, I just want to get rid of all that. And for the like, what do we want to do? We just need to go ahead and get the likes. So I'm simply gonna say v.likes.all.count. Simple as that. And let's refresh this. Okay, so you can see that's it. Now this one has no like. So if I get back here and like this, and get back here and refresh, what do you notice? Now it has 1 like. Now let's work with the actions. We're gonna be changing up all this. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the edits. So remember, we already have we already have templates to do that for us. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my URL in here, and I want to get rid of all this. I'm going to create a URL tag, and this should be going to video-edits. Okay, but now if you refresh, there should be an error. You should be looking for a couple of things. Okay, now for the video edits, that one is going to be looking for the user that's want to edit the video, so v.user.id, and it should also be looking for the video ID, v.id. And for this one also, that one is not going to be edits, but it's going to be the delete video. Okay, so I think that's this one. Okay, let's just say video.delete, and this one should be looking just for the video, so I'm going to say v.id. Hopefully you guys know everything that's going on here already. We'll be working with all this extensively in this video. So I'm going to paste this down here, and whenever we click on the views, we don't want to see that. Okay, view, this one is supposed to go to the video, so I'm just going to open up my URL. Okay, actually that is going to be in the video detail, so this should be video detail, and yeah, just passing video.id, and that should work perfectly well. What else do we have? Marker sent, invoice, clone invoice. I'm gonna close up all that. So edit, view, and that looking pretty cool. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm also gonna copy this video detail thing that we got over here, and for this one I want to put it over here also. And remember, we didn't actually change the name, so we need to put in the title of the video. So I can simply say v.title, and we need to truncate chars, because it might be really long and it's gonna break our program. So I'm gonna say you should show up the first 40. Now let's refresh this. There is a problem. It says video delete not found. Now let's go ahead and look for the video-delete, and that should be in the, let's look for it over here. Now it's there. Let's look for it over here. And are you sure we have a function that's gonna delete video yet? So I'm gonna look for video delete. Okay guys, we don't have any function that's gonna delete video, and that's really bad. So let's just create a quick function over here that's gonna delete video. So I'm gonna say define video_delete, and we should pass in request, and we should also pass in vid, pass in whatever you want in there. And I want to grab just a single video that I'm going to delete. So I'm gonna say video.objects.get. I'm gonna say id should be equal to vid, just like that. And let's get rid of this. You know what, I'm gonna say user should be equal to request.user. I want to make sure that it's the user that has the video that's deleting it. So I'm gonna say user should be equal to user, just like that. And finally, I'm just gonna go say video.delete, like that. Simple as that. We're done with it. So now let's create this URL in the URLs user admin. If you want, you could do it here. It's totally up to you, whatever you want to do it. So I'm gonna put in part inline, and I'm just gonna call that video delete. And for this one, it's views.video delete. And for this one, remember we call this video-delete. Okay, so with this now, I'm gonna copy this, and let's get back to the studio. But instead of just passing in the video delete down here just like that, we need to call the namespace. So over here, we need to call the namespace like this. No, not that, but we need to call user admin and call colon and video delete. So let's see if our server is still running, which I think it should still be running. Now we refresh this. There is a problem. The video delete now needs it needs a video that it's going to be deleting. So let's see what it's looking for. Video delete with argument. Okay, yeah, the problem is over here. We need to go ahead and pass in that argument. So remember, we passed in the vid thing, so we just need to come over here and pass in vid, so it knows the video to delete. Now we refresh, everything's looking great, right? So over here now we can go ahead and open up a video. As you can see, this opens up the video, looking pretty cool. And we could also come over here, we could delete a video. So as you can see, we could edit a video, we could delete a video, we could view a video. This view is going to open up the video, as you can see. And we could also, I'm going to come over here, we could also delete a video, which I don't want to delete any of my video for now. We could also edit a video, looking great. Programming job updated, cool. And we could go ahead and publish this again, and it brings us here. Now whenever I edit a video, I don't want to get back here, rather I just want to get back to the dashboard. Okay, so I'm gonna say edit, and edit video URL. This is the one I'm looking for, this video edit. I'm gonna open it up. This is it over here. So whenever we edit a video, we don't want to get back to the channel profile, but want to go back to here, user admin pipe studio, just like that. Okay, So I think that should be it. That should be it. Let's try refreshing this page. And you know what I'm gonna do? I'm simply gonna get back to that video again, and let's try editing this video again. Updated again, and I'm gonna go ahead and publish this. Okay, this is the problem I wanted. So it can't get this. So it says reverse for studio not found. So how about we just get back here and leave this way. Let's refresh. Okay, it says studio is not a valid user or function name. Now, in order to fix this error, I'm gonna get back here. As you can see, we have an empty space over here, right? And this, okay, what we could do is, this is what we are looking for, studio, and we want to make sure that we don't have any name that is equal to studio here. Again, we don't have it. That's great. Now what we could do is, you know, I'm gonna get rid of this user admin app name for now, and that means that over here we need to get rid of the user admin app name also. And right now, if we get back to the views, remember where we were working with the editing video over here. Let's see if we just pass in video like that and try refreshing this page. I'm gonna see this. Okay, that works. So if you say next 2000 programming for your next job in Tesla, and we try saving this, okay, there's still a problem. It says reverse for studio with argument 1 not found, pattern tried studio slash. Okay, I think with this error, let's get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this for now. And this is what we have, right? This is just what we have over there. Let's try refreshing this one more time. Okay, it says video delete is not a registered namespace. Okay, that's great. Now I think we finally fixed that one error, but there is another error over here, which is this one. So I need to get rid of this. Let's refresh this page. It's working perfectly well, right? So let's try editing this video, how to host your website on GitHub. I'm gonna hit edit, and as you can see how to, I'm over here, I'm just gonna put updated. What just happened? But as you can see, it's updated. That's great. So I'm gonna come over here, it's updated. Then I want to say how to upload your videos on GitHub, whatever. Then I'm gonna go ahead and publish, and what you notice, updated, and it brings us back here. That's looking pretty cool, and I think that's gonna be it for this video. Finally, we need to go ahead and just configure the logout button, and we should be done. So I'm simply gonna look for the logout button, and that should be at the top. This should be it over here. So I'm just gonna say URL, and this should be user auth pipe sign out. Okay, so always a user is going to be signed in. Okay, there's a problem. Okay, we don't have this user auth registered namespace thing, so just get rid of it. And for this dashboard, I'm just gonna put in a URL, and I'm gonna say studio, just like that. So let's refresh this. As you can see, this is what we have. So that's finally it. Now the last thing that we want to do is for the logo, this logo over here, I'm gonna put my cursor just down here, and I want to put a URL. And for this one, I'm just gonna say it should go to the index page. Okay, so let's refresh this, and now if we hit the studio, it goes to the index page. Now when we hit this, as you can see, we come over to the channel, and from the channel, let's put a button over here that's gonna take the person to their studio. Okay, so over here, I'm just gonna look for a join button, which is the one that should be in the channel. So let's collapse all this for now. I don't think we need anything from over here. We could also even look for the subscribe buttons. This one is in video detail. We don't want the one in video detail. This one is in channel header. I think this is the one that we are looking for. Okay, so I'm just gonna open up this one, and we have subscribe. Now let's also look for join in here. This is join. So I'm just gonna put in a word there to see if that's actually it, and that's it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna change this join to dashboard or studio. Okay, studio. Okay, something like that should be okay. So studio or dashboard, whatever you want to add over there. Now I'm gonna put a URL here, and I'm simply gonna say go over to studio. Okay, so now let's refresh this, refresh, and now when we click on this, we head over to the studio. As simple as that. So there is one more problem that we might have. I'm gonna get back to the channel So I'm gonna get back over here. This is channel number 1. How I want to go to channel number 2, which is this guy's channel, and look at the studio. Now we don't want to see this button if the channel is not ours. So how do we do that? Now I'm just gonna say over here, I'm gonna say if request.user is equal to channel.user. That's only when we want to show this button. Okay, that's only when we want to show this button. And if so, now let's refresh this. Okay, as you can see, it's not showing. And there's one more thing that we'd want to fix on our home page. We don't want to see the subscribe button for ourselves. So how do we do that? So we need to copy this thing, and over here we need to paste it, and we need to also end if. So this one is going to be if request.user is not equal to channel.user, then show the subscribe button. Okay, as you can see, that this is all we got. So now we could visit the studio, but we can subscribe to ourselves. And finally, we could see someone else's channel and we can unsubscribe and subscribe to them. So I guess that's going to be it for this video, guys. To make sure to drop a like, consider subscribing, as it really means the world to me. And also in the next video, we'll go ahead and start working with something new. And until the next video, mad love, peace out.